Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Uphill Outdoors. So we're on the way over to the Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas. This trip might get rough. I'm not truck camping, I'm sleeping in my hammock. And we've got rain and thunderstorms rolling in tonight. So are we going to get soaked? Do we abandon our trip? Stay tuned and find out. This week we are at Brady Mountain Campground right outside of Royal, Arkansas. And this is the Lake Ouachita behind me. This is an overlook here in the campground. And I haven't gone down to the site yet. I'm here a little earlier than I expected. But let's take a look at this over here. So this lake is a huge lake. It's got a lot of little islands out there. As you can see, it's definitely an overcast day. It rained cats and dogs on me all the way up here from Memphis. But yeah, pretty nice view there. All right, let's get down to the campsite and I got to find it first and check that out. All right, guys, this weekend I'm going to be camping in my hammock. It's been a while since I've been in my hammock. My buddy that will be here, you guys may know him. He's going to be tent camping this weekend because he doesn't have his truck camper. He's swapping campers. And so I decided to come out here with him and set up my hammock. We're having a lot of bad weather today. Tomorrow should be better. So this is the Dutchware Chameleon hammock. And I've got the winter cover on it. It vents here, so my head's down here on this end. My feet are down this way, and you sleep at a slight angle, and it lays you flat in the hammock. The tarp is up here. It's in my snake skins. I'll deploy that here in a few minutes. I'll get it all staked down. And because I wanted to be able to set my hammock up wherever I wanted to, I brought my stands. These are called Turtle Dog stands, and I built these myself off some ideas I saw online. Basically what these are just 2x2 post, fence bracket, a hinge, and this pole is a aluminum fence, like a hurricane or chain link fence, the top rail. That's what this is, and it splits here in the middle and comes apart so I can travel with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and deploy the tarp, and then I'll put on the undercover. So it's basically like a sleeping bag that goes underneath here and keeps the wind from taking the heat off your body from underneath, kind of like a bridge with ice over. And then I have a top quilt that goes inside with me, and that's basically a sleeping bag without the back, because I've got this down here. I don't need the back of a sleeping bag, because all you do is you lay on it, you smash it, and the insulation's no good anyways. That's why you want that under quilt here, loft up, and trapping that warm air underneath you. So let's get the tarp set up. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how the snake skins works on the tarp. So basically this is like just a netting material, like a sock that goes the full length of the tarp. And it keeps it bound up there at the top till I'm ready to deploy it. So basically you just loosen this toggle here, stretch that out, and you just start sliding this down. And it starts deploying the tarp. So I'm trying to do this one-handed and hold the camera at the same time. Only professionals do this. This is usually a more fluid motion when I'm not holding the camera. Let me fix that with two hands. All right, I'm gonna call this the front because I'm gonna have the view out the front towards the lake. I'm gonna use these to stake out the front here in just a minute. So I'll set these down here for a minute, and we're gonna stake the back off first. So these are called groundhog stakes. I've already got my cordage wrapped around them. Excuse me, I'm gonna go around the back for just a minute. Do this. I may have to go get my mallet, depending how hard this ground is. Yep. I'm gonna go grab my mallet. No, I didn't have a mallet, but I do have a hammer that'll work even better. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how I tie down my tarp with the tent stakes in the ground here. That's a groundhog. And then I've got a little bungee cord here. I got the little string here, and then I got a piece of hardware right here on the end. I'm hoping you can kind of see that a little bit. It's called a ringworm by Dutchware Gear. It's got a little hook right here on the end. It attaches to that bungee cord. It's attached to the tarp. And you get your lead in piece of string. You pull down on it to how tight you want it. And then on the back side of this piece of hardware, there's a little wing. It's got a small little gap in it from its body. You just put that string right underneath that wing, just like that. Make sure it's tight. And see it halted. So, ringworm by Dutchware. I've got one on each corner. All right, guys, now I'm going to tie down the front, but I'm going to do it a little different than I did the back. The back is pulled all the way down tight so that the water will run right off the back. I'm going to put this in porch mode. And what you do is you use your trekking pole, set it for where height you want this to be tied out at. So I can do it like this. And what I do is I just take this bungee cord and I wrap it around the pole here. I might just do twice, that's good enough. And then from there, I kind of do the same thing I did on the back. I take my groundhog stake with cordage, unwrap that. And there's the ringworm on the end. That'll come into play here in just a minute. All right, let's loosen that ringworm up. Get the little hook. And I'm gonna hook it on this bungee. Like that. Now I don't want to come out, probably want to come out right about here. Put that stake in the ground. It's probably gonna fall over while I'm doing this, but it's okay. Now I can tighten it up. Find the end of the string, pull that tight. not gonna pull it real tight yet because I gotta do the other end. That's basically porch mode. Let's do the other end. I'm gonna do the other end not as tall. So I want to do a little bit shorter. Not a whole lot shorter, just a little bit. That should work. I'm going to use these for the ends. So this tarp has what they call doors. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let's unwrap this. I don't know if you guys can hear that noise. Whatever that is in the background, there's a humming noise coming across that cove, that lake right there. It's kind of annoying. All right. Get the bungee, clip the ringworm to it. This one I may have to come out all the way, which is fine. I think I got enough length on here to do that. Hammer. All right, there we go. Now we got porch mode. If it starts raining tonight really bad, it starts pulling water, I can always pull these out and just tighten that back down. All right, guys. So I've buttoned up the end. So this tarp, like I said, comes with doors and there's buttons. You can button it all the way down. It gives you some more privacy, but also keeps any wind from coming in to the end of your tarp and get to you through the hammock. I'm going to tie this down probably right about here, I think. I'm not going to use this end of the hammock. All right, that should do us. And it's got some give because it's a little bungee cord. All right, I just tied one of the sides down here. So there's the groundhog stake that got tied here. So basically I just have one little panel It gives me a little privacy from this side at the road. And I'll go in like this. This gives me all the room I need here. Let's give it a test fit. Let me turn you around. All right. Sit down this thing here. All right. Oops. That's the. There we go. Uh-oh. Got some slippage. Hopefully that's just. I hope it's not coming down. I hope that's just settling in down out there. But yeah, that's it. So remember, when you're hanging your hammock, if it's from a tree or what have you, don't hang any higher than you're willing to fall. It might hurt. All right, let's get up, get the underquilt installed. I probably should have done that before with the tarp in here. It's gonna be hard to show you guys me putting that on there. Go get the underquilt and my top quilt, and the shelter, the hammock will be all set up. All right, so here's the two quilts. This is the underquilt. I can tell with all the cordage here. And this is the top quilt. So this goes inside the hammock with me, like a sleeping bag, without the back. Set it right here. Then I'm gonna pull this thing out and put it on. It's gonna be kind of hard to get under there with the camera, but basically it's got two carabiners, one on each end, and you just clip it on one end of the hammock and then take the other end and clip it to the other side, and that's it. So this is a down fill. Actually, this is synthetic down. This is right at 20 degrees, and it's not getting anywhere close to 20 degrees. All right, let me take you in here. I put the underquilt on. Sit there around the bottom of the hammock. So you want this to kind of be a little snug, but not real tight, because you don't want it to smash the insulation down. You want it to stay nice, excuse me, fluffy. I've got another little thing I might put under here just because it's supposed to rain so hard. It's a little cover that kind of covers the bottom of this top quilt, or excuse me, underquilt. Not that I won't get any splashback in rain, but if it starts raining sideways, I don't want my quilt getting wet. So when you do, you come in here and sit down, make sure you don't sit in this thing, because you will hit the ground. Make sure you're sitting, look for your hammock. Grab them. Make sure you sit in that hammock and not just the underquilt. That's why that's black. I can tell. If I'm sitting in black, it's wrong. I better see some gray there. Be safe. All right, now I've got the top quilt in here with me. So you can see it in there. It's got kind of the black, red inside, reddish orange, and that's the top quilt. Like I said, imagine this is the back of it here. I've got it upside down, but what it has a little foot box down here. As you see, it stops right here, and your feet go up inside there and stay warm. This one's also 20 degree, and it's got buttons on it, and a strap tightens down the end. So some are sewn shut. This one's not, because I wanted this one to act as a blanket if I ever needed just a blanket. And what I'll do is I'll I'll scoot this down. I'll sit down and swing my feet in, put my feet inside here, and like I said, lay at an angle in here. If you were to picture a clock, my head would be at, say, 11 o'clock, and my feet would probably be around 4 o'clock. And by doing that, it gets me laying fairly flat in that hammock. If you were to lay, say, at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you'd be kind of shaped like a banana in there, and I promise you that will hurt your back. You do not want to do that. All right, it's starting to cloud up again. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting my camp set up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I bought a new canopy, easy up, pop up canopy. Haven't set it up before, so I'm gonna try to do this real fast. It's starting to rain, so hopefully I stay fairly in frame. So he's gonna be camping down here. There's this tent pad, and he's got a really good overlook at the lake out here. But he's right next door to me, unfortunately for him. So there's camp guys set up. There's the canopy, little kitchen set out there, my chair, and the hammock over there. So let's go see what he's got. He finally arrives.
I gotta pee.
All right, cut. All right, Jacob's got his camp all set up over here. He's getting the inside of his tent all fixed up. He's got his table over here, his little grill. We're gonna have the fire pit there. Over here next door, my little kitchen. So either tonight I'm either doing hot dogs or Mamu's kitchen, camp kitchen. Not sure which flavor yet. Tomorrow we'll be using the Blackstone, so I'm gonna cook a steak. In the morning I'll probably just do coffee. I don't know. I brought the biscuits and gravy from Mamu's. I might try that out in the morning. We'll see. I'm usually not real hungry for breakfast. There's the hammock all set up again. Let's walk down here, and it looks like there's another site down here right on the side of the lake. I wanted to see what this is. So this is site 30. You see there's $16 a night. This one doesn't have a number on it, so I don't think this is a legit site down here. It looks like there's somebody made a little fire pit down here with some stones. I bet you this used to be a site and they probably stopped using it as one. Not sure why that wires around that tree like that. None of the other trees have. Well, that tree right there does. Huh. So there's the RV campground across the way over there. Well, one of them. There's a couple different ones. Yeah, it's a nice view. Look at that low cloud right there. It's supposed to still be raining right now, but it's not. I'm not complaining. Guys, that's underwater. Look how clear that is. There's our camp up there on the bluff. So you see Jacob's tent. There's my awning. My hammock is off to the left. So it's about 6:40 in the evening. My watch shows it's 68 degrees outside, but that wind's a little chilly. All right, guys, we're gonna start cooking dinner tonight. So this is Friday night. We got done setting up and had to put a sweatshirt on. It's kind of chilly out here. So I'm gonna do a Mammoose Camp Kitchen. Do the Blend of the Bayou. This was donated by Family Man Camping Adventures. So thanks, Jacob. One of my favorites, Blend of the Bayou. I've already put 1 1/4 cup of water in the fire maple. So let's get that started. So we'll let that get to a boil and open this package up. It's got one of those little packets in it. You take it out. It's not seasoning, so you don't eat it. You don't cook with it in there. It's like a Cracker Jacks. You get a toy in there. I'll take that out. Don't think you guys can be able to see in the package, but this thing's got huge chunks of shrimp and crab in there, and it's got a little bit of a season, Cajun seasoning to it. It's not hot, it's spicy, but it's not hot. That's just right, I think. So that's almost to temp. We're gonna pour this into this bag, seal the bag up, and wait 10 minutes, stir it up, and be ready to eat. Like I said, I pre-measured that water so I don't turn it to a soupy mess. A spoon, stir it up a little bit. All right, sealed up. Give that about 10 minutes. I'll bring you back. All right, guys, it's been 10 minutes. Open this up, see what we got, stir it up. See if it's finished cooking. Oh man, that smells so good. You guys might be able to hear the rain hitting the top of the canopy here. It's starting to rain again. So let's see that. Look at that. That's a huge piece of. There's a piece of shrimp right there. Some crab there. That is so good. Man, it's so good. All right, I'm gonna go sit over here by the fire and eat my dinner. See you guys in a little bit.
Don't waste that food. And it smells amazing. Uh-oh.
If you haven't tried one of these, you're missing out.
In my opinion, this is the best tasting, like the freeze-dried meal that you're going to have.
I've tasted probably the majority on the market, at least the 4 known ones, at least. All the backpack I've done.
Something about these meals. It's almost like you just cooked it at your house.
Yeah. You could pour this out on a plate, serve dinner, man. Doesn't really need anything. This one doesn't need salt or pepper or anything. Nothing's perfect the way it is.
Yeah, he's got the one to the bayou, and I got the chicken and sausage gumbo. Good now. This is interesting, isn't it, Charles?
A lot of wind right now, guys.
Holy cow. Man. If the tarp blows away, it wasn't meant to be.
Hopefully not.
As long as the tent stays okay. How's your hammock good? Yeah. Charles' hammock looks like it's doing good. We're not getting to enjoy our moose meal as much as we're worried about this storm. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're hunkering down. As we were getting close, the wind is coming real strong. It's flying away. My hammock, the hammock is soaking wet and it's got the stakes come out of the ground. We are in severe weather. Y'all get that hold this tent. My camera's getting wet. I'm soaking wet. Dude, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Oh my god. Well, my feet is kind of hard. Just pulled out with the wind. And there's nothing that I can do about it right now. I got to clear the crotch. Charles's awning is blowing away too. Mine's only got a couple of stakes in it right now. Who knows what the heck's gonna happen?
It is 10.
I'm up from head to toe to it, Charles.
Yep.
Oh my god. This is crazy. Woo. God dang. What the heck? We didn't even get to eat our meal.
No.
Yeah, dang, I just changed my clothes in the wash. Damn, our chairs are soaked.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God. Well, we wanted some adventure. We got it. Yes, we did. Everything in my hammock is soaking wet over there. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. I guess we're gonna be sleeping in our truck or something. But there's nothing we can do about the weather. Nothing we can do about it right now. Just hunker down and protect ourselves from the elements. Holy cow. Holy cow, dude. I don't think I can sleep in my truck. But you can think of it. I know the inside of my tent's gotta be soaked.
Are your windows down?
They're all up, but the brake light's open.
Oh.
I mean, it's not, but
Yeah, look at that, guys. That thing is laying outside.
wonder how those guys are doing. Dude, all my clothes are in there.
I wouldn't think about wind. I think it's rain. I think it's rain.
All my dry clothes are in there.
Oh, no.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. I don't.
Okay.
Holy hell!
Huh?
I need to get some of that on video.
Yeah.
Look at my chair, guys. Soaking wet. Everything we have soaking wet. Luckily, my clothes are inside my truck, so.
Yeah. Mine are in the tent because I thought it was not gonna be like this.
I can't tell, guys, if my hammock, the stand is sitting crooked. One side of the tarp blew in, the stakes came out of the ground with the wind. So I don't know how wet it is inside. I didn't want to get in there and mess with it with it still raining. So my hammock may be soaking wet. I could climb in the back of my truck. I was prepared for that in case it came to that. If Jacob's tent's wet, I guess he'll be sleeping in his driver's seat. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what sucks about not having the truck set up anymore, waiting on that one to come in.
Yeah. Hey, this is one camp out we will never forget.
Yeah. 100%.
All right, the wind finally has slowed down. Not much wind left. Looking at the weather report, we were under severe thunderstorms, 50-mile-an-hour winds. And I went over there to my hammock. Hold on, let me adjust my camera here. I'll stand over there. I don't have my microphone, guys, so Mr. Microphone, dude, chill out.
Jump through the fire.
Anyway, so we're the flames gonna fall. That's what she said. That's what she said. You gotta say it. Anyway, so the winds died down. It's still raining out here. Thunder and lightning in the background. I think my hammock and my quilts are dry, I believe. My stand was all not crooked. Most of the stakes are knocked out of the ground. The tarp is soaking wet, of course. That doesn't matter. We're soaking wet. We think Jacob's tent on the inside is dry still. Hopefully, yeah. So his clothes are in there too. And my pairs of shoes. And his shoes. Everything else is in there. I kept most of my stuff in my truck. My backup plan was to jump in the truck if I had to. Stealth camp. Lucky. Yeah. This goes from a rain camp to a stealth camp. So we're just sitting here by his lava box trying to keep warm. It's gotten kind of chilly out here. Well, we got about 45 more minutes. It's 9:16, so probably around 10 o'clock. So yeah, another 45 minutes. This should blow past us. Stop raining. And we can reassess what's going on here. All we can do is laugh. I mean, oh, look at that. That went all the way across the lake. What was this? The guy huddled up at the trapper. Yeah. There's a car down here, like at the bottom of this hill. Keep dropping. Yeah. They pulled up, they're just sitting there through the storm. I'm not sure if they plan on camping over here or what they're doing. And there are neighbors over there. I wonder how they got wet. I saw a flashlight moving around. One of them's up by the bathhouse. Yeah. They're probably just trying to stay dry. And it's gotten cold enough that you can see your breath. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Bring it over the fire. Oh, well, this does feel good, though. Yeah, as soon as it stops raining, we're gonna go there and readjust my hammock. The stands, like I said, got all screwed up. Kind of walking job. If that's a word, I don't know, I made it up. I'm gonna say something you're gonna adjust, or you can take out of this one, but as soon as I get dry, I'm gonna go assess my meat and two veg. It's cold. Yeah, everything we have on is soaking wet. I mean, Charles keeps trying to wipe. I keep drying my hands on my shirt. My shirt it's soaking wet. I just put this on because I was getting a little chilly out here. And as soon as I put it on, we sat down, we started eating, and that whole wind, that storm front comes flying through here, knocked everything over. Everything's wet. Everything on this table is wet. You know what would have been cool? Is to have a time lapse of that. Yeah. Like have the camera set up as a time lapse and just see this, like everything blowing over, all the just commotion. That would have been pretty cool. Ugh. Yeah. Somebody, I guess they drove up to the bathhouse. And hunkered down. Yeah. All right, well that's the update for now. We'll bring you back maybe when the rain stops and cleaning things up.
All right, guys, the rain has finally stopped. I'm here in the shower room. I got my stuff down here. I'm gonna change you some dry clothes and jump in the hammock. So I've got the hammock fixed back up. Everything stayed dry inside of it somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. The whole thing was lopsided. The stand was knocked to the side. All the stakes popped up. The tarp was blown in the wind, but looks like everything's dry inside it. So I'm gonna get some dry clothes on and go get inside the hammock. All right, guys, I'm in the hammock. Get everything situated and dried off, got dry clothes on, and ready to go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock. Man, that storm that came through here, something else. Get everything wet. But hopefully tomorrow will be much better. It's supposed to be warm, I think 80 degrees and partly cloudy. So maybe we'll get some stuff dried off tomorrow. We'll see. So unless something happens in the middle of the night, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. I'm gonna whisper because Jacob's still asleep and these two guys are here still asleep. But so the rain finally stopped last night and everything calmed down. Slept pretty good. It's been about a year since I've been in the hammock and it slept great, no problems. So I'm gonna try to pick up around camp. Everything's still soaking wet, so I'm gonna try to dry some things off and get the kitchen back cleaned up and then make some coffee. And then maybe by that time Jacob will be awake and we'll figure what the plan is today. But there's the hammock. It's the bottom piece there. I don't know if I showed you guys yet or yesterday, but that black thing there, that's a under quilt protector. So it's just a thin material. It's waterproof. That kind of just goes over the under quilt to keep it from getting wet if rain were to splash up off the ground or wind starts blowing in from sideways. That probably helped keep everything dry yesterday during the rainstorm. So, all right. Well, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's about 7 o'clock. You may hear some fishing boats coming across the water. They're getting started, it sounds like, for the day. So I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna make coffee in a different way than I usually do on my channel. So I used to do a lot of backpacking, and we made these these are called cat can or cat food can alcohol stoves. So what this is this gold can here is a Fancy Feast cat food can. This can here is a tomato paste can. It's got a hole drilled here on one side, another hole drilled here, and then in between the cans is it's like a fireproof material, felt. And what you do is you take 1 ounce of alcohol, and I just realized I don't have my lighter, so I'm going to go get the lighter, so be right back. All right, got my lighter. So we're going to take 1 ounce. And this is denatured alcohol. You can buy this at Home Depot or probably any hardware store. Open this up. I did get some on the picnic table. Luckily it's out. It's just it's concrete, so it won't hurt it. So when you're doing this, be careful what kind of surface you're lighting this on, because it does get hot and it could burn if you're on a wooden picnic table. And I didn't get water. Sorry guys, keep forgetting everything this morning. So, got my water. I'm gonna put
only enough water in here that I need for my cup. That should be enough. All right. So when you burn alcohol, the flame's invisible. Sometimes it's got a little bit of blue tint to it, so you have to be real careful with it. And I know I've got alcohol here on the table, so I'll light this. And you'll know it's lit. Just kind of hold your hand above it. This thing got wet last night, so I think it's lit. Yeah, I see a flame. Alright, I'm gonna put my water on here. Just like that. Put the lid on it. Now this type of stove does take longer than your jet bowls and stuff to heat up the water. So, jet bowl I think it's about 3.5 minutes. From my memory, this takes anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes to get this water boiling. Told you it had moisture in it. Popped. All right, it's going now. Move that away. Don't want that catching. Go ahead and get my cup ready. You're gonna have some blackout coffee, Morning Reaper. I don't know where my other coffee is. I bought at Jasper from Arky Outdoors. It's really good coffee. I wish I had it with me. It may be in the truck somewhere. I'll have to look for it later. The truck's a mess from yesterday. So I've got all my wet clothes hanging up everywhere inside the truck, trying to dry. It's pretty good out here this morning. It's probably about 60 degrees. Not much of a wind, which is fine with me after yesterday's rainstorm. It came in sideways on us. Jacob's tent was blown. It's been smashed down to the ground with the wind. My hammock it took a beating. The stands were all knocked crooked. The tarp, all the stakes came loose. It was flapping in the wind. So I'm really surprised that hammock didn't get soaking wet. It stayed dry somehow. What do they say about a watched pot? Guys, let's give this enough time. Let's check it and see. Oh yeah, it's a pretty ball. That's what old Shug would say. Any of you guys ever watch Shug? He's a backpacker. He's fighting a bone cancer right now. So Shug, I hope you get well soon, buddy. Anyway, let's get this going here. So with alcohol stoves, there's no way to turn them off. You just let them burn out. So take this off here. Be careful with your stove. I hear the fishing boat going by, bass boat. smells good. Sound like a tree frog. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that as a tree frog. All right, let's give it a try. It's a good cup of coffee. All right, guys, we just drove up to the Blakely Mountain Dam. So this is, I'll scan over here. This is the Lake Ouachita. There's some guys over here fishing. So this is, you get some stairs right down there. You can walk down to it. Quite different from yesterday's weather. It's still cloudy, cool, but man, it's so nice out here. But yeah, we're running around in my truck. Jacob's down. He's back there. He's filming too. But man, look at this. Look at that view. It's so nice. We're out riding around. We're going to see if we can spot some different campsites, maybe some off the grid disperse spots. And we came across this. We want to come up here and check this out. Look at this spillway here. It comes out. And that water looks like glass. Look at that. That's actually right through there. That's actually water. You see the trees reflecting down on the water. Man, it's so pretty.
He's a nice guy.
All right, we're at the Three Sister Springs, Lake Ouachita. I'm gonna come around. It's got some, he got some history here. Jacob's making me laugh, being goofy. We've done nothing but laugh, driving around laughing at everything.
Every time we start filming, there's a car.
There's always a car. Yeah. So evidently, these are the Three Sister Springs here.
Spring number 2, 1, and 3. It's cold, but it ain't super cold. But look at that, how they each come up separately. There's number 3 springs. Oh, so let you guys, you can pause here and read this. Looks like it's good for diabetes, dropsy, pus in the kidney, yeah, bladder, urethra, nasty. And that's the one I put my hand in. Gallstones, I don't have that anymore. But right below it, Three Sister Springs water does not meet the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act standards. Therefore, the water is not drinkable and is classified as non-potable. All right, so I guess you're not supposed to drink it, even though it's got all these healing powers. All right, let's walk back up here.
Over here on Lake Ouachita.
So here's where one of them comes out. I think this was number 2, maybe. They capped it here where they come out. It goes down there underneath the walkway.
And it tells a little bit about each of the springs. I guess
Comes out right there.
I'll zoom in on it so you can read it maybe.
All right, so Jacob and I have come down and we're trying to find some dispersed camping spots. Come across this water crossing here. We just passed a Jeep going the other way. How cold do you think that is? Pretty nice looking.
Yeah.
We've been on this gravel road for, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 miles?
Yeah.
We've come across several group dispersed camping spots and a couple single ones too.
Yeah, it's definitely is a good choice to come down this way.
Yeah.
On X off-road, baby.
There's
another
there's one right here. So here's what we would, I guess, a single one.
Yeah.
It looks like there's one right next to it too.
There's maybe one right there.
So
Maybe.
yeah, you can probably get one there and one next to you. You may squeeze 3 people in there.
3 Toyota Tacomas.
Yeah. Jeepers and Toyotas. Oh yeah, there's actually one right there too.
Oh.
There's 3. Yeah, we're gonna mark some of these spots for future camping trips.
Yeah, all this is dispersed.
So this is what the roads look like mostly coming through here. A lot of times there's a creek right next to us or big hills going up that way.
That said that was Lake Ouachita Vista Trail, or known as Lovett. Well, this is the trail, Charles.
Yep. Carlton Lovett Trail. So we pulled off the side of the road here, right, not too far from that water crossing, because they've plumbed a natural spring over here. So coming up out of that hill, the trail runs up next to it there. Yeah. It's nice and cold. Let's see where this thing goes. So there's the PVC pipe. Goes there underneath the ground. Goes up that hill there. So it just comes out of the hill up there.
That's pretty cold. It's not like ice cold. It's cold.
Let's walk back here and look at this. Oh yeah. So it's coming out of these rocks right here from this hill.
Pretty cool. Somebody.
So if you're hiking, you can just fill up your water bottles there.
We needed some water. You can come down.
Kind of neat. You don't see these, especially where I'm from, Western Tennessee. We're kind of flatlanders there, but we get into these hills, you see stuff like this.
On the map, different areas.
Here's the trail. All right, we are getting hungry while we're riding around looking at campsites. So we're stopping here at Patty's down the road. So it's breakfast, burgers, and pies. So we got Patty's down the road. So right up here off the highway, I think it's 270. We've got like a little patio area here with some flowers and planter boxes. Nice tables and lights. Neat little place here. And tonight's menu has been changed. It's not steaks for me. I just found out. Evidently, I did not pack my steak like I thought. So no steak tonight since I forgot to pack it. It's just mushrooms and hot dogs. So I better have a good lunch in here.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna go in and eat. All right, we just got back to camp after exploring all afternoon, and we stopped by and got a burger there at Patty's. It was really good. Jacob had a brownie and ice cream for dessert. So evidently I forgot my steak at home. Called the wife. She said, yeah, it's still in the freezer. So I asked the waitress there at Patty's if I could get they sell steaks, if they would sell me a steak still uncooked. They said they never had that request before, but yeah, they'll sell it to me. Wasn't too bad. It's only $12.99. It's a 10-ounce New York strip. So anyway, got the old truck dirty and muddy, but man, we had a good time exploring. We found a couple of spots that we can come back to if we want to, maybe next fall. And let's see what camp looks like up here. So all my clothes, they got wet yesterday or last night. Look like they're dry. Yeah, that's dry. Shorts are dry. The sweatshirt is, I think that's pretty dry. It's not 100%. Socks and undershirt, yeah. Let's see. Hammock over here. How's it looking? This is the tarp's almost completely dry. Let's see inside here. Inside looks good. There's water up there. Probably gonna put this away this afternoon. think it's supposed to, I'm gonna check the radar here in a little bit. I think it's supposed to rain in the mornings, maybe wake up to rain. So we're gonna put away as much as we can. So we're not doing that in the rain. And before I turned my camera on a minute ago, I noticed that something had gotten into, so this foil was in the back of my Blackstone drip pan right here. I think the birds came up and knocked a hole in it. So I'll have to fix that up in a little bit. Everything else looks good. So I think we're just gonna relax the rest of the afternoon. Not sure what time it is. It's probably 2 o'clock, 2:30. So I think we're just gonna chill out here at camp and probably cook steaks late tonight because I don't think we're gonna be hungry till probably closer to 7 o'clock. So if anything happens, I'll bring you guys back and see you in a little bit. So this is the bath and shower house up here. So the first door here on the right is the restroom, and then going down, next door on the right would be the men's shower room, and they have the same thing opposite side for the women. All right, guys, it's about 5:35 Saturday evening. We just picked up as much as we can in camp before cooking dinner. So the kitchen's back here. And you may notice my hammock has been moved. I took it off the stands because last night the winds got so heavy, up to 50 miles per hour, that blew the stands over and kind of wrecked the hammock setup. I had to redo it in the rain, got soaking wet, so on and so on. But tonight, Jacob helped me take down the stands that were sitting over here. I've put them up in the truck and I'm hanging from the trees. So this should help me with the breakdown in the morning. Then also, there's conflicting reports on the weather tonight. I've seen, we're definitely getting rain. How heavy the rain is, I don't know. It's going to be low winds, but they're talking about hail and lightning, thunder again. But if we get the winds and stuff, I want to be able to have my hammock fastened down as tight as I can. So I did a little rigging on it too. Let me show you. So I used my rope rollers right here. So these are usually tie-outs to give you more room inside the tent. It's supposed to pull straight out, but I don't have anything out here in front of the hammock to tie to. But I do have, so the line's running from here all the way back to this tree here. And that's getting me, and I did the same thing on the other side down there, and you can see that little ridge right there. Hopefully the wind should be coming from this direction into the hammock. Of course, I've got the tie downs down here on the ground, and they're tight. So if we do get any wind, I have a really good chance of not having that wind wreck the hammock or the tarp at least. So that's my hope. But after we get done cooking, I am going to cook a steak. So if I got my steak at home, I think I've told you earlier, and while we were out scoping out some new sites, we ran into a cafe called Patty's, and they had steak on the menu. I said, hey, can you sell me a steak that's not cooked, that's still cold? And they said, yeah, sure, we can do that. So I bought a New York strip from them. I'm gonna cook that on the Blackstone tonight, so at least I will have a steak. I've got my mushrooms and my butter and stuff like that. So
after dinner, all of this would be packed up. I think Jacob just ran into the tree. Are you trimming the trees?
Yeah. Freaking hit it went moving, it landed, and it popped back up.
Oh, he's doing trick shots. Yeah, so all that would be put up in the truck. So in the morning, all that I'll have to do is put up my hammock. And it might be raining in the morning. I think that's it. So we're just, we'll probably start seasoning the steaks probably here in the next 30, 40 minutes. And maybe start cooking them around 7, I think is the plan. And then we'll just sit around. We'll probably have his little his firebox going over there, his lava box, and until the rain starts, and then we'll turn that off and put that underneath the picnic table and pack that in the morning too. So yeah, that's it. It is already starting to cloud out. I don't know if you guys can see. It was sunny out here 30 minutes ago, and now it's cloudy. So yeah, we're definitely getting rain. All right, see you guys later. All right, guys, the weather is starting to turn a little bit. It's 6:20. It's definitely going to be raining here later. Hopefully it holds off so we have time to cook. But I'm going to go ahead and marinate my steaks. Steak. This one is the one I bought from the cafe. It looks pretty good. They said it's from their local butcher. It's a New York strip steak, 10 ounces. So I've got Kinder's prime steak with black garlic and truffle. I've had this one before. It's really good. Then I've got Kinder seasoning cowboy butter with Dijon butter and chili. It's probably a little spicier. I think I'm gonna stick with what I know right now. So I'll use this one some other time. It smells good. And towels down. Actually, I probably just need to go ahead and just throw it directly in the bag. Go. Yeah, that is a boat down on the lake with that loud stereo. That's a serious stereo in that thing. And there's lightning. Yeah, that was right above us. We're probably going to have to go straight to cooking. I thought I was going to have this marinate for 40 minutes or so, but don't think we're going to have time for that. So, go ahead and get this cranked. And I think this rain's going to mess up our dinner again tonight. All right, so I've got to go get my butter, some cooking oil, the mushrooms. All right, be right back. All right, sorry guys, I didn't know it's going to go straight into cooking. Blue cheese, butter. We've got some Kerrygold butter, my favorite. So these are Bella mushrooms. To give you guys a better look of what's cooking here, the mushrooms and the New York strip. All right guys, I've just turned the Blackstone off, letting the steak sit there for a minute. I took the mushrooms off, a couple of test bites of my steak. See what this tastes like here. This is blue cheese crumbles next to it. Very good, very good. Mushrooms are delicious. So a couple just walked by with their dog, and they had a cat that was on the leash. They said the cat doesn't know it's a cat. It thinks it's a dog too. We asked, how'd you get a cat to walk on a leash? But he said that the prediction of the weather, the storm, is getting worse. We are under a tornado warning right now, or watch, excuse me, a watch. And he heard that the wind's going to be even stronger than they were last night. I wasn't seeing that on my weather app, but I can already feel the winds picking up. He mentioned 70 miles an hour. Last night I know was at least 50 miles per hour. If it gets 70, I'm a little worried that hammock will make it through without getting pulled out of the ground. Also, we're kind of concerned about the trees. We moved our trucks around because we were underneath some pine trees. There's a pine tree here that was aiming right at my truck. I moved my truck further down, turned it around. So I could, if I had to, I can jump out of my hammock and run it and get in the truck if it got too bad. But yeah, steaks are done. I'm going to cut them up and start eating because I don't think we have very long before the storm gets here. I'll bring you back after I get done eating and probably when the weather starts turning a little bit. We'll see that here in a little bit. All right, guys, I've got everything packed up except for the hammock, the tarp, my light, and my camera, and my chair that's behind the camera. So as soon as it starts getting ready to rain, I'm gonna put the chair up in the truck and climb inside here and hope for the best. It is lightning like crazy. Yeah, so it's lightning like crazy right now. It'll be here very, very soon. Dinner was okay. I had to cook that steak really, really quick. It got kind of tough. I went in, ate most of it. The mushrooms were really good. So I'm just gonna sit down here and in my chair and chill, watch the weather come in, and get ready to throw that chair up in the truck and jump in the hammock. And we'll see what happens. So I'm sitting here, I'm gonna drink my Coke and watch the weather roll in. Jacob's down there, finished packing up his stuff. His tent's tied down really good, I think. So hopefully he'll make it through the storm unscathed. We have some neighbors putting in up their tent right now. 2 women. I wish them the best. I hope they tie their tent down really tight. They came in, yeah, brand new awning, brand new tent. I don't think that's going to turn out very well. But I'm not somebody that will go down there and tell women what to do or how to do it. Hopefully they've figured that out before they got here. They came in last night in the middle of the storm, got out a couple times looking at their campsite, jumped back in their car, sat there for a while, and then I guess they decided just to leave. Their tent pad last night was totally flooded, like holding water like a swimming pool over there. I don't think they could have put up a tent if they wanted to last night. Yeah, that's a good idea. Jacob's saying I need to grab my rain jacket just in case I need to hightail it. I'm gonna go grab that. So back behind the camera, guys, it's pretty clear back there. There is a low cloud, but I've seen most of the lightning back this way. So I have y'all facing this way for that reason.
What do they say it's going to be blowing in
Northeast. Last time I looked. So, my camera's obviously my phone, so I can't look at the weather, but
I'll look at it here.
Last time I checked, it's going to be northeast, so it's kind of that way, I believe. Which way is it blowing right now? It kind of feels like it's going from that way.
Yeah.
I maybe have my directions mixed up.
It's kind of coming this way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I may be turned around.
Hello, buddy. Cheers to going out and making some memories, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we can just, like we talked last night, if it gets bad, you just lean your back up on mine and I'll lean it on yours and we'll stay out of the mud.
Just watch you come in. Just lay flat on the ground. Get in the ditch.
Hey, another reference from Forrest Gump. Get down and shut up.
Yep.
We can go get down there by the dead fish.
It bit me.
I don't think there's anything else we could have done. I mean, we're about as prepared as...
Yeah. I wish they wouldn't be putting that awning up, though.
I know. Kind of been nervous that it's going to blow out towards us, or...
I think it hit a tree and it'll wrap around a tree.
I was telling you, I got that one tote in there. So if worse comes to worse, I can throw all that crap, everything that I have, fit in that one clear tote.
Yep.
And then I can just hightail it. I don't have to grab anything else. And it'll keep everything that's electronic watertight with that tote.
Yeah, I just grab my phone.
And leave the Devos light. I might even put the Devos light up once we get in
The
there.
Devos light's perfect for in front of a tent like that.
It is. Especially on the
Little porch light.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man. So,
She got some big old ropes though. So
yeah,
and
maybe they've done this.
they've got it they got the awning tied down really good from the top. So that's good too.
Let's see what this radar looks like. Oh,
Where's it at?
look at it's coming.
Is it coming from the
in
west?
Mount Ida.
Just like it did last night.
Yeah. Look at it. With a blue dot. I'll show you.
Hit the
I'll show you what?
do the play like for it, like future forecast.
Okay.
Does it have that on there?
I don't think this app does. This is just the radar app,
Okay.
but it's got a lot. I'll show you. May I show your viewer?
Yeah, he's gonna show you all the radar.
Yeah, with a blue dot. You can see it's floating out. Glad we don't have the wife and the kiddos out here on this one.
Yeah.
I've never had this before.
No?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty decent.
I'm not like I don't like really beer, but I mean it
Yeah.
tastes pretty good. It's kind of exciting and nerve-wracking.
Yes. Like what's gonna happen? We're hoping for nothing.
Yeah, just if it just rains.
I don't mind the rain.
Yeah.
I don't want the strong winds.
Yeah, if we can just keep our structures like good and safe and
Yeah.
stay dry, then that's all that matters. And even with those windows zipped up all the way, the rain fly kind of covers. Oh,
Dang.
that is. What do you think, man? We probably need to. You want to go up to the?
Just hang out there for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go up there. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to hang out at the bathhouse for a little bit, just because this lighting is getting real close to us. So Jacob's decided to get one more tote out of his tent and put in his truck.
All the important stuff.
Yeah, all this important stuff, electronics, fans, stuff like that.
Ready to leave the tent and all that.
It is lightning like crazy, guys, right above our heads. So we've let me turn you around here. We have walked up to the bathhouse. We're gonna hang out up here, I think, for just a little bit and see what's going on with this weather. Played it smart. I got my rain jacket this time, so if it starts raining and we have to walk back down there, at least I have my jacket with me this time.
You mean to mute it for a second?
All right, we just jumped in Jacob's truck. We're about to watch the Great Outdoors on his iPad here. He's got it up here on his dash, and it is thundering like crazy, man. It just cracked one off. It scared us both.
I mean, seemed like it was right down by our tents.
Yeah. If we would,
Oh my gosh.
if we weren't already up here, we would have been up here
Yeah.
quickly after that one. So I guess we're just gonna kick back and watch this movie and See what happens. I don't know.
I guess if we have to, jump in our vehicles and drive away.
It might be a long night, guys.
Might be leaving early.
Yeah. All right. See y'all later. All right, guys. I jumped into my truck. It's still storming pretty good out here. Lightning, thunder. The wind's blowing pretty hard. So I think I'm just going to try to sleep in here for a little bit until this blows over, and then maybe go get my hammock then. It is just lightning like crazy. I don't think it's safe to go down there and get in the hammock. So anyways, so I'm going to take me a short nap. This should be gone. It's about 9:30 now. All this should blow over by 1 this morning, and then maybe I'll get out and go move down there and get more comfortable. But see y'all later. All right, guys, finally made it to the hammock. It is 1:22 a.m. and it is still raining. I just I could not sleep in my truck, and had enough of that. So I gotta get out, get to my hammock so I can get a few hours sleep. So I'm here and trying to get to sleep, and see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Man, once I got into my hammock last night, felt right asleep. Oh, man, I could not sleep in that truck. So, just not comfortable. But, yeah, the rain stopped. Probably about an hour after I got into the hammock. And, the weather cleared up. It's about 6 in the morning right now. So, I'm gonna get up and start packing some stuff and go the road pretty shortly. Oh man, look at that. Sunrise is gorgeous this morning. I think Jacob stayed in his truck up here. Good morning, guys. So got everything packed up in the truck, took the tarp, the hammock down, and we're going to be getting on the road here just shortly. Just come down here by the lake one more time to check out the views. The sunrise was pretty good, but it's on the other side over there. But I'll try to walk down the side of this ledge without slipping. Let me turn you around and you can see what I see. So we have some gorgeous views to wake up to, though. I think they're supposed to get rain up here later on today, this morning. I'm just glad not to wake up to rain. But like I said, I've got everything packed up, ready to go, and just wanted one more view before I did. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna close the video out here. Thank you for watching. It was a great weekend. The weather didn't start off too nice, and but yesterday was a great day. We enjoyed out riding around looking for dispersed camping spots, and last night was rough. The weather was pretty rough again last night, but we made it through. Man, this morning though, the sunrise is around the corner, but
It is a gorgeous morning, which makes up, I guess, for all the bad weather. I did manage to get a little bit of sleep last night, but I have about a 4-hour ride home. But thank you for joining us on this adventure, and we'll see you next time.